There are so many things to cover about lock screens. We use lock screens all the time, every single time we grab the phone, whether we're getting into the phone or we just want to use the lock screen itself. First, let's discuss the anatomy of the lock screens on both phones. On the iPhone 10, you get your time, your date, and your lock sign, your carrier information, your battery and signal information, with not a lot of details. If you want to know the percentage of the battery, you're going to have to swipe down. We're going to talk about this later. Then you get your fixed functions, your camera and the flashlight, and of course your swipe to unlock to use either Face ID or the passcode to get into the phone. Pretty much the same on the Google Pixel 2 XL and the Android system here. You get your time, your date, notifications in the center. You get notifications in the center here too if you have any recent notifications, but they're cleared once you unlock the phone. They're not cleared here unless you clear them by yourself. But we're going to talk about notifications very soon on lock screens. We have a special episode about notifications, but we're going to talk about them briefly here in relevance to lock screens. So again here, time, date, notifications in the center, fixed functions, camera and voice assistant, no flashlight here, which I don't find very smart. I'm going to tell you why right now, but let's finish. Carrier information, battery and signal information. You get more details about the battery, the percentage over here already clear without having to swipe anywhere. So of course this is easier to spot. As I told you, the virtual assistant icon over here I don't really find smart, because functions on the lock screen are meant to be used while the phone is locked, whereas the virtual assistant function over here, when you swipe, you have to unlock your phone to use it. So it's useless on the lock screen, whereas everything else like the camera here is useful. You can get into the camera without unlocking the phone. And same thing here, you force touch here into your camera, back to the lock screen, force touch and your flashlight is on. Force touch again to turn it off. So anatomy wise, they're almost the same. Major differences are notifications stick here until you clear them. They're cleared here once you unlock your phone. You get more details about the battery on the Android system. You can just swipe here to get the details you want from the iPhone. Fixed functions, camera and voice assistant, which is useless on the lock screen because you have to unlock the phone to get into it. Camera and flashlight in the case of the iPhone 10. Another very subtle difference but useful one is that the iPhone 10, the iOS system, shows you your alternative calendar if you're signed up for one. I'm signed up for alternative calendars on both phones, but it only shows on the lock screen of the iPhone 10. So if you're signed up for a Chinese calendar, a Hijri calendar in my case, it will show you the date of your alternative calendar on the lock screen without having to go into your calendar app. I find it very useful. Today is my Hijri birthday, by the way.